Hello everyone, I am Komal Mehta, teaching as an assistant professor in computer science department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. Today in the series of HTML course, we will cover about the form creation and the text input controls because we need to create so many types of forms in an HTML for the storage of information. So what do you mean by HTML form? It is basically a document which stores information of the user or on the server using interactive controls. Like there are different kind of informations available in any form, that is username, password, contact number, email id, sex ratio, nationality, address. So there are so many columns available in a single form. So how can we create that particular form with the help of HTML? That will be done in today lecture. So we can say the element used in an HTML form are checkbox, input box, radio button, submit button, etc. Using these elements, the information of a user is submitted on the server, and whenever the match will be found, that will be shortlisted or selected. So with the help of the information of a user, on the basis of this information, that will be selected on a web server, sorry, submitted on a web server. So the form tag is used for creating an HTML form. Here is one example mentioning over here. Let's see this one. Initially, document type, which type of document we will use here. The necessary tag is this one, which deciding the version or encoding point of view. After that, HTML basic structure is started. Once HTML basic structure started, head is declared, title is declared. I'm not mentioning over here again and again because this structure is already discussed, and almost all everything, every concept we can say on HTML is already covered in previous video. So you can go through from the playlist of this particular HTML course and get these videos. So once the basic structure is defining, in the body tag we will define the form, that is the form tag, that containing username information. After the username is here, you can say username colon, so the form mentioning username column as it is. Once this will be done, we use br tag breaking line the. So after that the spacing is here, break the line, and that username containing an input of which type, that is text. So that is mentioning over here the input of a type text, and name is equal to username, that is referencing as a hint. Next is a br again, that means again break line. That will be done. Then the email tag, email id is mentioning over here, then again break tag, and then input of that type is text, and the naming is of email id, which with the help of that we will showing the name. It also contains some buttons, that is of input type is equal to submit. Now the value is also equal to submit. Once the all information about the form is done, we will close the form tag like this one. So we have to mention any form within a body tag, and whatever we want to insert in a field tag, then that will be done in a form tag. Once the form tag is closed, the body tag is closed, and the HTML tag, head text, or everyone is closed. So you can see the output over here. Here the username colon is mentioning as this is mentioned as a name. We mention the box here mentioning that representing the text format will be mentioned here, and again another line email id is mentioning, and then another line is this one. So we can do it with the help of similar line also, but we used br tag means breaking the line, so that will separating the line from the username. That's why it is just below the username, and it is below the email id. If you want to do in a singular line, then no need of br line after the username. So that will be done with the help of br tag only. Br tag just breaking the line, that's why this particular box is coming below the username, or this particular box below the email id name. So the br tag is this one. Once the both information will be done, a button tag is mentioning that containing the information, that is equal to submit. So the output of the basic structure is this one. In this manner we can create an HTML form. Now the input element is in the HTML form is of many type. Here the text format is mentioning, but there are some another type as well. So what are these one? Let's start discuss one by one. Input element are the most common element which are used in an HTML form because there can be many type of criteria followed, like text field, checkbox, password field, radio button, submit button. As we all know, whenever I am inserting any name, for example my name, so I will use the text format. But if I am choosing about the sex part, then the two columns are there, that is male or a female, so I have to just check it on the female column. So that are the checkbox. And whenever I am login in any website, we can say Facebook, then we have to put on the password as well as username. So once username will be done, we will inserting the password, and that password is not reflecting to anyone, that is representing as a asterisk format. So it is also possible to fill the password. Next is a radio button. Radio button means the choosing one of them. Submit button, once the process will be done, we will final out and then submit the button. So that all are the input criteria fields which can use in an HTML form. So the most common field is the text field. Here this will be mentioned with the help of labels as well, and we have to do it with the help of input type is equal to text name, the name we want to mention, that is email ID, and the ID is equal to also representing as a email ID. So this is the basic and the simplest format which we will use to insert any text field. Here we have to mention the text field in the input type, and the look, this one, input containing an attribute that is type and that contains some value that is equal to text, so that we can insert text value in the field of email ID, right? So there are some text input controls. What are basically text input controls means? That is single line text input, password input, or multi-line text input. When the control is used for item that require only a single line of user input, for example your name, you want to search anything, then you will use the single line input, and that can be created with the help of input tag. Whenever you want to insert a password that mask the character means encoding your characters that you are inserting from the keyboard. So that will be done with the help of password input control. Again, the tag is used as a input tag also, in that the type will be varying. Now the next is a multi-line text. That means whenever user require too much details that is not completing in a single sentence, then we use multi-line. And for that, we need a text area tag. For example, whenever we have to insert the address of our hometown, then we have permanent address, we can say. Then we have to mention 2 to 3 lines and write out any proper address, for example, right? Or we can say whenever we have to do it with the help of the uh, for example if you are applying for any job, then you have to mention about yourself within 250 words, within 500 words, that is mentioning in the note part, and in the braces part that 500 words only, so that not completing in a single line. So that will be done with the help of text area tag. Next is a password field. In password field, this is the input type. Okay. Now the input type here containing is a password and the name that you want to insert, user PWD, and ID of this is user password. ID is mentioning with the help of that we can reach out easily over the is this form, so that each form must contain some individual ID, and that will not be the same one, that must be the unique one. So ID is mentioning with the help of that we can fetching anytime that particular field. So we can say password field are a type of text field in which text entered is masked using the asterisks or dots for the prevention of the user identity from another person who are looking on the screen. For example, I am opening my Gmail ID, and I am surrounded by my students, 4 to 5 students. So is it possible to show the password to everyone? No. I don't want to do that. Then I have to fill on the password tag. So password tag, what basically done is mentioning the asterisk on the screen so that no one can understand what's the actual password of this particular Gmail ID. So the field input control are created using the input element type of having the value that is equal to password. Here it is the input that containing type attribute and that containing a value of password. Right. Next is a radio button. Radio button are used to let user select exactly one option from the list of the predefined option. For example, I already discussed about the gender, or we can say sex, that is male or a female. So that this is also done with the help of input tag. Now the input tag containing a type attribute and that containing a radio tag. Right. Naming gender and that ID is equal to male. Next is a radio button, name gender, ID is equal to female, so that will be selected. So on the basis of the selection we can select only one of them, not both, right? So radio button are used to let user exactly one option from the list of the predefined options. Radio button input controls are created using the input element with the type attribute having the value radio. Here the example over here is as I discussed. Next is a checkbox. So whenever we have to insert a checkbox, we again use the input of a type, but the type value has a checkbox. So this is the example of this one. Here the input that containing type attribute and that containing a checkbox value of the type and that containing maths ID. Next is containing the science ID. Next is containing the English ID. So whatever we will select, we can select with the help of that IDs. Whenever we check on the particular ID and that will be selected. In this, we can select one or more than one also. Next is a file select box. So that means the containing or choosing a file we want to upload. For example, whenever I'm applying for any job, then we have to submit our CV. So that will be placed on our system, but I have to upload on the form website, we can say, right? So that was uploading and that is particular a file, a PDF format. So a PDF format is called a file. So this is the criteria how can we select our file. That is also done with the help of input type in and having the naming of a value that is equal to file. So file select boxes are used to allow the user to select a local file and send it as a attachment to the web server. So it is similar to text box with the button which allow the user to browse the file. Instead of browsing the file, the path and the name of a file is written. Right, because we just mentioning the name of a file, we need not to mention the path because we will uploading on the web server. So file select box are created using the input type having the value file. This is the example of this one. Input type containing a file type criteria name is a uploading one and the ID is the file we will select. So that ID helps in the fetching of the particular file. Next is a text area. Whenever we have to insert a text area, then we have to add on the text area tag because that will mentioning not on a single line, that will done on a multiple line. So in this text area that containing rows that is equal to 5 and the columns that is equal to 50, the name with the description and the ID is also description. This is not mandatory that name or ID is similar. It is just to differentiate the uh, we can say multiple buttons or multiple selection criterias or multiple input controls. So we have to do it with the help of ID, and ID and name is not mandatory to be same. You can vary this one also. So in text area we have to discuss about how many rows and how many columns will be available to write out. That means 200 words, 300 words, 250, whatever be that one, that will be selected. Next is the reset and the submit button. In reset and the submit button, whenever a form is fulfilled, the complete columns will be filled. We have to reset whenever we done any mistake. And if there is some everything properly done, then we have to submit on that. So For that, again, input tag is used. The type is equal to text as well as submit, both. It depends that what we want to do. If we want to submit, then the value is equal to submit. If we want to reset it, that then the value is of reset that. And the, both containing the ID as well, that is of username, or we can say submit or reset. So there are some attributes used in an HTML form. Firstly, the action attribute. The action to be performed after the submission of a form is decided by the action attribute, because once that will be done, now what will be performed on the server side? Because whenever we click on a submit button, what actually will be reflecting? We have reflected a particular form that we already filled just before the submission of the button, right? So the layout will be clearing to our system, we can say. So the action basically performed is done with the help of action attribute. Generally, the form data is sent to a web page on a server after a user clicks on the submit button. So that will be done with the help of form. That action we want to perform, that is test.php. Now the method is post. We want to submit it, so the method is equal to post, and each method or each action we can say have ID, and here the ID is the user. Next is a target attribute. In target attribute, the basic use is to specify whether the submission or submitted result will open in the current window, new window, or a new frame. That means where we want to open it. The default value used is a self, that means on the current window, which resulting the submission on a same window. For making the form result open in a new browser tab, we will have to insert it in the in the blank tag. This concept is already discussed in my previous videos as well. In this, we have to focus on the target tag containing the value that is self, blank, new. So with the help of that, we will select where we want to open the submission result. So in this, the form action containing the test.php and the target is of blank. It means we have to open a new browser window, not on a current window. Next is a name attribute. Now the name attribute is required for the each input field. If the name attribute not specifying any input field, then the data of that field will not be sent at all, because this is the mandatory one. So we have to insert it, that text value over here. Next is a method attribute. In method attribute, we have to choose the get method or post method, because these are the two basic HTTP methods we will use. That means for the submission or the for after the submission, the form is visible in which window, or whether it is visible or not visible. So that will done with the help of get and post method. Here that will be done with the help of form, the action we want to perform. And now the target is blank, that means that will be opening in a different window in both the scenario. But in first one, the method is get, in second one, in method is post. So in get method, after the submission, the form value will be visible in address bar of the new browser tab. But in the post method, the form value will not visible on the address bar of the new browser, as it was visible in the get method. Because in get method, we get information on the address bar individually, so we not need to mention everything in the sorry, uh, in get method, we have to clear it, the everything in the address bar is mentioning. But in post method, the address bar does not contain the proper information or a value, we can say. So whenever I am searching for any value or any information, then we just need the address bar in get scenario. But in post scenario, we have to move to the another web page clearly and deeply, right? So that will be done in a get and a post method. So this is all about HTML forms. How can we create an HTML forms? What are the basic inputs? How can we insert checkbox, password, text field, radio buttons? So what are these one? There are three criteria: single line, multiple lines. And what are the basic attributes or methods, we can say? So the target attribute, name attribute, method attribute, action attribute. How can we will use these one? What do you mean by basically the form creation, and how can we differentiate each and every input? and that will be done with the help of IDs, whether the IDs will be similar one or not. If the values and the IDs are similar, then this create any problem or there is no issue at all. So these are some small and the key points that we have to focus over here in the forms and their attributes. I hope this is clear to all of you. Thank you.